Here is Mondo.
Hey there, horror fans. You know the film Eden Lake, directed by James Watkins? It's alright, pretty nasty, pretty violent film. That guy also directed Woodland Winkyfest. I like that film with all D-Rad in it, that's good. Anyway, we're going to be talking about Eden Lake today. I don't know if you remember at the start of the film, Jenny is teaching in a class, a load of little tiny kids. Maybe it's sort of to foreshadow the horror they're going to see from the other kids later on. Well, she's teaching a school. The lesson finishes, she comes out of school and she meets Steve, who's parked out outside. He's actually parked right here. So his car's parked just here, waiting for her. You know it's just here, because in the background, through the window, you can see this fence, just here. So he's waiting for her there, and you see her come out of the school just around the corner. I'll show you, it's round here. So it's actually St Saviour's C.V. Primary School up in London. That's the school there. So she comes out the main door, walks out the gate, round here and crosses over the zebra crossing like so, runs across, all happy to meet Steve. They get in their car, for a weekend away, and they drive off to their doom. Nasty. So we found a few of the other locations from Eden Lake, so I'm going to take you to them right now. So on the way to Eden Lake, Steve and Jenny stop en route at a bed and breakfast overnight. It's actually this bed and breakfast just here. Now, if you remember what happens, if you follow me around this way, they drive up this road here and they pull up around about here and they look at the cars, and there's lots of cars parked up outside. They've also got like sort of fairy lights where the foliage is. There's lots of chavs standing around outside. That's going to be a motif. Watch the traffic. So, lots of, should we call them chavs or should we say working class people? They turn out to be the enemy in the end. They're stood outside. Lots of cars parked here. One car reverses, freeing up a space. And Steve, Michael Fassbender, pulls up the road to reverse into the spot. And as he's about to reverse in, another car whips round and steals the spot from him. First sign that things are going to be a bit nasty, a bit testy in this area. Now, we're going to show you, because they go and sit in the back of the pub. We're going to show you the back where they film and they sit. But do you remember the scene? They go in the back for a pint of, he calls it a pint of wife beater. And they've got all the kids running around. And Michael Fassbender says, or Steve says, that kid needs a good. And then just as he says it, the mother slaps the kid around the face. We'll show you where that happened. It happened around here. So this is the back of the pub. We don't see any of this in the film, but we do see the eating area, so we'll show you that. I'm not too sure if you see that in the background, the play area. Certainly you might do. There's certainly lots of kids. I think Steve can sit the back there, up against the back fence. You see the pub in the background, and that's where the kids are running out. And we're getting some weird looks, so we're going to move on to the next place. So Steve and Jenny leave the B&B that we were at, and they head to Eden Lake. They head to the lake, and they turn off. And do you remember they see that sign that says "Coming soon, Eden Lake projects"? And then as they drive past, it says "Fuck off, yuppies." That's sort of the first sign that things are going to be a little bit Deliverance-esque. Well, after they turn off the main road, they drive down here. Come have a look in the road. You get a shot from inside the car, and it's quite a long shot. You see them driving down here. We'll take a walk down and show you what it looks like. Hello, so we're in the Burnham Beaches here. This is where they filmed the forest scenes. So yeah, lots of the scenes where they're walking to the lake. The torture scene, the horrible torture scene, was filmed here. All the bits where she's hiding and being chased through the forest. Yeah, if we have a look around, and it could have been. It's very hard to pinpoint the exact spaces, obviously, but you know, it all looks very familiar. It's got a kind of foreboding kind of feel to it. All these, if we see here, all these sort of hanging branches. So there's places like this that look like they could be hiding spots. Now Michael Fassbender was tortured in a sort of plane, not dissimilar to this one. As we can see, there's some remnants of possibly scary teenagers there. Here we go, this is Burnham Beaches. There's lots of stuff was filmed here, not just Eden Lake, but we also have The Avengers was filmed here, and I'm just climbing up a bit of the hill here, hope I don't fall to my doom. Avengers were filmed here, and The Princess Bride, that's a big one that was filmed here. Oh my goodness, where am I going? Push through. I feel like I'm under a siege now. The Princess Bride, Goldfinger, The Life of Brian. Not Life of Brian, Search for Holy Grail. Search for the Holy Grail. Look at this. We just stumbled out into another clearing. Yeah, this looks like it could be one of the kind of key scenes. Let's show you around here. So this is one of the locations used for the forest, Burnham Beaches, as I said. There's actually a couple of locations they used for the forest and for the lake, so we'll take you to the other place as well. Again, it's very hard to find out exactly what scenes were filmed where, but I would imagine all the chase sequences, the torture sequences were filmed here at Burnham Beaches, and then the scenes more around the lake will be where we take you in a second. So on to the next place. Okay, do you remember when they leave the lake and they go and get breakfast in a cafe, in a Greasy Spoon cafe? And they complain to the waitress, or the cook, or whatever, the woman in there. They complain about the kids who are terrorising them. And she says, no, not my kids, not my kids. But it's this cafe just here. So up in London, it's called the 101 Cafe on Church Street. It's closed and it's a bit of a busy market today. But this is the street they found. So I'll turn the camera around and I'll show you a little bit around. That they ate in, had their breakfast. They would have been sat just there. You get to see the tower block in the background there. As I say, today, very busy market street today. So the cafe is unfortunately closed. So that's the cafe there. So let's go on to the lake. Apologies for the wind, but here we are in Black Country Park, and this is the lake. Now it's very hard to find where they would have actually laid, because I think the production team brought a load of sand and laid it out to make a beach. There isn't a beach here, there's not very much sand here, but this is the lake. I don't know how much of the lake you can see here, but it's quite a big area. There's actually a go ape here. It's much more developed than they make it look in the film. So I would think it's very selective framing of how they show you stuff. It's very populated, very popular area. Not that scary, lots of kids running around. Not as scary as in the film, the kind of kids you see in that film. But here we are, a nice shot of Eden Lake. Hope you enjoyed that. Thanks a lot for watching, watching all the way to the end. If you did enjoy it, maybe give it a thumbs up, and if you could subscribe, that'd be lovely. I hate to ask, but it does help things out. I don't know, algorithms or something. So more videos to come. Thanks. Bye.